All right, in part two, man, the other phone, I hit the button trying to move it. Here we go again. We're trying to get battery voltage. And apparently, I didn't have a good. Finally, got a good connection on there. So what I'm gonna do, I'll hit the gas right here. Negative, positive. This should get battery voltage when you hit the gas.
51.
All right, so right there tells you you're getting battery voltage. All right. So now what you want to do is take the black lead here. You want to carry it over wherever you don't touch them to there. You want to carry it over to your M negative side. It's going to be right here. All right. B plus, B negative, B plus, B negative, M negative, or A1, whatever you can call it, or M motor negative. But this is your output. This is your output to the motor. So you put your red lead back on your B plus, hit the gas, battery voltage should go up. As long as the farther you hit the gas, the more battery voltage you put out. Anything?
Nothing.
How we know get good connection over get the damn thing?
That's what I'm saying.
Alright. So what I'm gonna do this backwards, man. I'm gonna put the black lead in the meter on the main negative, on the main positive here, because I can clamp it on there, and then the red lead I can move on the negative. But you do what I told you earlier. Red lead here, black lead on that. All I can do is show a negative symbol in front of the numbers. What we want to do there is don't get anything out.
Not moving.
All right, can you see what your on the post is? Get voltage here. Don't touch that wire. Whatever you do, don't touch them two wires. That's your main battery pack there. Don't touch these two wires together. What I got?
49.
All right, so I got a good voltage.
Oh, got 1. 0.
Like I said, don't hold the gas down. Just keep hitting the gas.
0.
Nothing?
Nothing.
All right, yeah, nothing coming out. All right. But before we determine that it's bad controller, what we have to do is test these wires right here. All right. Number one, the red wire is going to be your main positive that feeds the logic side of the controller. So when you hit the gas, it automatically sends a hot voltage to this wire. Let's see what we got. So you got to take this right here, the negative, and actually put it on the negative. See, I'm gonna hit the gas. See, we got a good reading back here.
38, 47, 50.
All right, so what I want to do now is check this here. When you turn the key on and hit the cylinder, engage the cylinder by hitting the gas, this should read battery voltage.
It got up to like 15.
15?
19.
All right. So we got to unplug this. What the fuck, man?
Is it not coming out?
Like I said, man, this is the hardest car to work on, man, because there ain't no
back panel that you can go in.
My son laughs the whole time, knowing it's aggravating to work on. He just laughs at it. But if he was in this situation, he'd be throwing the damn controller, he'd be throwing the phone, he'd be going crazy. But he just laughs because it is funny, it's aggravating. But that's old school, move school. All right, we're gonna check see if we got voltage here again.
46.
What?
It was 46 just from touching it. 48.
All right, so what we're gonna do now, the red leader on the meter here. Try this again. All right, what we got?
Nothing.
Anything?
Nothing. Meter fail. A little bit.
Well, move the meter, son. You got to help out.
Can't see. And I don't want to touch the
You got another hand there. What we have here?
0.
Come on, help me out, son.
You're getting a phone call.
All right, what reading we getting?
33, 34, 30, 42,
We're getting
0, 50.
all right. We have battery voltage there, so we know right there that we're getting a good connection from the solenoid main positive. That way we can, so the logic side is getting voltage. So now what we want to do is we want to unplug the 2 wires above it, which is your yellow can't see the wire. How many wires are there?
4. You're grabbing the yellow and the green.
All right, yellow and green. And what we're going to do there, we're going to take your voltmeter and put on ohms. We're going to put on K ohms. And what we're going to do, just hold the meter down there with you, Jerry. Well, you can't. Just put it down there with you, son. You can hold it.
That's what I was doing. I was holding it like that we could see it.
All right.
That's why I have it like this.
Why you hold it the whole time then?
I didn't think of it till just now.
No, you trying to lay back like you on the couch. He lay back like he went back home with a lazy boy. All right, what, anything?
It's saying OL. The meter must have hit something.
All right, that's right. All right, hit the gas. Anything?
Nothing.
All right, hit the range button.
So it's saying 0.L. 0.L.
All right, hit the range button again.
Hit it again.
Yeah.
There it goes. Now it has it.
What you got?
22. 168.
Is
176.
it 1 point or 1?
No, it's 221. 166. 204. 195.
Is it 1 point or?
There's a point after the 3 numbers.
Hit the button. So you got to hit it again, so you got to get off that. All right, try it there.
Try that. That looks correct. Alright, 8, 10.12.24. Goes down to 8 point, then dropping. 7, 6, 0, 3, 8, 13,
Alright,
11, 9.
Is it 0.9 or 9?
9.
9 points.
Yes.
All right, we'll hit the range again. Keep it in range, you get like a 5 point or 0 point.
It's just saying that 0L again.
All right, so what we have here, the potentiometer is not reading. It should read 0 to 5. Let's see if I can. Where that is right here. Excuse me. This is your M core over here. This is where your problem's gonna be at. Right in here. How many, Joe, give me M core 4.
M core 4?
Yeah. This is the M core 4th edition. There's so many of them, it's unreal, man. Every car takes a different component. I'm only bad about club car. Every car takes there's so many different models from the 1990s to the 2000s. EasyGo's got the Marathon, TXT, DCS, PDS, RXV, TXT 48 volt. So maybe 5, 6 different models. Club car got about 375 different models, different wiring harnesses, everything. But always remember this: they're all the same. They all have the same principle. They're all just golf carts.
Trash M core 4.
Yeah, I need to give it the butt connectors. Got wire. This wire is so corroded. All right, hit the gas. We need the crimpers. That's what I'm gonna do here, man. I'm gonna fix these wires here.
Hit the gas or just get your wire?
Get a wiring crimper. You got wire broke.
All right.
That's what I'm gonna do. Just fix these wires here.
Where the black, does it matter?
That don't matter. But I got a new M core here. And the bad thing about it, man, it could just be, I think this car was flooded in the Hurricane Helene, the way everything looks corroded. But then again, down here in the campgrounds, you're allowed to drive them on the beach 4 months out of the year. And I try to tell people not to do it because you'll ruin a nice golf cart.
Butt connector or female engine?
Butt connectors.
Alright.
I've seen people take brand new golf carts, drive them on the ocean, and within a year, a brand new club car gas is done. And I've been hearing this all my life, man. Club car won't corrode. You know, actually, you're right. A club car won't corrode, but guess what it will do? It will oxidize in half. I used to have one on the showroom floor because everybody would say it don't oxidize, it don't corrode. Man, I've seen them corrode in half, so don't think it don't. Don't think it will never won't corrode in half just because it's a club car. All right, the salt air, the salt water and stuff will oxidize the frame. And then what everybody don't understand about a club car is everything on the golf cart's metal, the suspension, post. So really the only part of the golf cart that's aluminum is the frame. So sometimes, man, people think that every component on it is aluminum. It ain't. The main thing is if you drive it, just like if you live up north, man, you drive your cars and stuff in the salt during the snowstorms, they put salt out. Then you got to wash it off. Same thing with a golf cart. Just do your maintenance, take care of it. You have no problem. All right. Now, if this don't fix it, but gets voltage back there, if this don't fix it, but we're getting voltage back there from the potentiometer now, then we know we got a controller bad as well as the M core. So if this don't fix it, we have a bad controller. If it does, we know it was only the M core. I'm gonna say the way that everything looks, man, it's probably a bad controller too.
This doesn't look horrible. Oh my God.
It's all there, I'm telling you, man. It's all there.
I'm surprised that brake ain't broke.
That's what you tell you, man. People come and say, I want a club car. Look, man, you got to just take. Now, back in the 90s, Easy Go was bad for braking, but they fixed that problem. When I tell you Tucson hit the gas, yeah, now they fixed the problem and started do the frames better. But then again, a golf cart 50 years old should rust in half. Huh?
Yeah.
I mean, 50 years old, a long time for a golf cart. You just know damn well it's out in the weather in his life.
That's why if someone wants a club car, I make sure to tell them. Now, the only thing aluminum is the frame. Everything else isn't.
Yeah, but man, which one do I like better? I like club car gas better because it's faster. I like the Easy Go RXV the best because it's just a beast car, man. The Easy Go RXV is no joke. AC driven. It's got power, speed, everything, man. Everybody complains about the brake. Go with the heavy duty e-brake on it.
Oh,
you'll never have a problem.
I can just move this back. No.
Dang, what? See, look, I'm over talking about painting mine. Yeah. I should unplug it here, not there.
Me, myself, I will always prefer gas because you get way more mileage and plus you ain't got to worry about the core and stuff.
Yeah, but the main complaint we hear with gas is noise. I mean, I don't mind it, but then again, I get it sometimes, man. When you get older, you don't want a loud ass noise. You want peace and quiet because your kids talk to you your whole life. All right?
Talk off your ear.
And then you work like I do, work with employees that they talk 780 hours out a day. So you glad to have some peace and quiet. All right, let's see what it does. Actually, I hit the gas. I need a screwdriver. You ain't gonna hit the gas. I am here. Actually, I have a pair of pliers. So what I'm gonna do manually, I'm just gonna hang it here.
You said pair of pliers?
Yeah, we're gonna take a pair of pliers and turn it. You got to plug the wire. You got to plug the wire back in. Plug the yellow wire back on top.
Yellow wire.